Hey guys, this is John. I'm playing 3 Minute on ICC, and what will we have today? We will have a Ruy Lopez. Let's do it. Oh, and he played the Schliemman variation, sometimes called the Jaenisch. Let's move knight f6. I think I'm supposed to take on f5 against this. I played this one time from the black side. Never faced this from the white side, though. Okay, let's just castle. I would expect him to castle as well. Let's go c3. He can win that f5 pawn back, but then I play d4. It's looking nice. Okay, let's advance. So how can I make his life miserable in trying to hold on to that pawn? What about this? Yeah, how can I cause some problems? I could take on d5 now. Let's do that. Because if he takes, I play bishop c4. And I pin him. So let's do that. Any discoveries with the knight that I have to be aware of? Doesn't seem so at the moment. I always have a bailout check. Let's just develop. Sensible. I'll try to play rook c1 next and pressure his knight. Unless he does something like that. Okay, let's just take. And then jump into e5. I think he should have taken on f3 last move. Well, I'm not sure of the consequences of that, because I would have taken with my g-pawn and attacked his knight. Because now... yeah, I can just snatch this pawn. I don't see anything wrong with that. It looks a little scary, but I don't think he has much. Famous last words, right? Just keep bringing stuff into the action. Oh, wow. Really? This guy's going full throttle. Was my knight really that valuable of a defender? I don't know. Now he's got to do something extreme. Yeah, I don't think a move like c5 will cut it. I could basically trap his queen, can't I? Yeah, he has to sack something now.
Check.
Sacks the knight. Let's just go here. I think I can take this safely. Yeah, it's no problem. He's got a big back rank problem. Okay, my last move was kind of pointless, but whatever. Now I'm threatening rook f8. You can play king h7. I'll check him on c2 in that case.
Check.
Okay, let's do this.
Check.
I'm attempting to keep everything defended.
Time.
I just gotta beat the clock at this point. That's about it. It's not a huge problem. Yeah. Should not be too bad. Just bring this guy up. He's playing to the bitter end. Oh no. Oh, that was terrible. If a stalemate was possible, it was possible. That was gross. I should have... well, I can't even analyze this position. Ironically, I didn't lose or win any rating points. Well, I would not have won rating points with his rating. But, of course, my big head. I thought I was going to win, and the time just came back to bite me. I got a little flustered at the end when I wasn't checkmating him. FolkeEriksson escaped with a stalemate. For some reason, I thought he could go to h5. Completely forgot that my queen was defending that square. Ouch. Well, that was embarrassing. Let's take a look, though. So this variation, f5, the Schliemman, or the Jaenisch, I think it's more accurately called. Knight f6 is... Am I misremembering this position? Because I thought knight f6 was not that great of a move. But I might be thinking about knight c3, knight f6. Because after knight c3, the main line is take, take. So after d3, actually, knight f6 seems totally standard. But now I took on f5. I was reasonably satisfied with my position out of the opening. I got d4 in. I made it difficult for him to recover the pawn. He jumped in here. So his idea is that if I take on e4, he can play bishop takes f5 and reply. So that's the plan. And I'm pinned. So I took on d5 instead, and he took on f5. I take b6. And as I was saying, discoveries with his knight don't bother me yet because his king is exposed. So, you know, if he played like knight g3, trying to go after my rook on f1, that would be a big blunder in view of a check like that, followed by taking his knight. So that's out of the question for him. The only thing I was wondering is if I should be greedy and try to go for another pawn. Because I could go take, and then check. And then after the king moves, just grab this guy. Which maybe is not so dissimilar to what happened in the game. So I'll be curious to see what the engine has to say about that moment. Because I think that might have been a decent option, actually. So let's see. Okay, engine just says rook e1. Attack his knight. Bishop e3 probably is okay. Yep, big advantage still there, too. What if I take and go for this pawn?
Check.
Big advantage there as well. Okay, so lots of good ways for white to play it. Did this. Queen b3. Yeah, here, I guess I thought he should do that, but in retrospect, I can just take back on f3, and I'm hitting his knight. So if he regains the piece, he loses that one. Yeah, that's totally winning. My king is not open enough for him to have anything. So I got knight e5 in. Yeah, and this is all... I mean, rook takes e5 is really, really desperate. I was expecting him to play c5, actually. And I was going to take on b6. So rook takes e5, and it's one of these situations like you're totally winning, and I've got plenty of time. 45 seconds to win this position is not that big of a deal. Somehow it was mildly annoying. Like I played an inaccurate move like queen c6. Like Oh, actually, okay, that is a threat at the moment, because take and then rook f8. When I played queen c6, I didn't realize that his bishop was defending the rook. And then when he played h6, of course, I realized that. But,
Check.
you know,
Check.
got some stuff traded off and
Check.
winning, and I just blundered it all away. Right around here, I'm like, la-di-da-di-da, I know I'm going to win. I can take my time. No big deal. Yeah, and then, like, I'm taking my sweet time bringing my king up, eschewing numerous opportunities to just queen and, like, win his bishop. And I blundered into a thematic stalemate. So, hope you guys enjoyed that one. I'll try to do better next game. Please leave me any feedback in the comments. Thanks for watching, guys.